Linglong.
Linglong. I mean, I don't even know where to start. Let's see, June 10th, 1996, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? I mean, the first ever programmer for this little system we had called Callback, right back in the working in a box days. Then you became part of a little technology team led by Charles Kirkpatrick. Anybody here work for Charles Kirkpatrick? I'm skipping ahead. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. I remember Charles. He was not really that much fun, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Is he? Charles, come on up. Come on up, Charles. Like it wouldn't be me to just tell the truth? But listen, I'm actually honored to walk out the door the same day you, December 31st. You and I have been together for a long time. I remember when I asked you to be the CIO, and you said 1 year, and I said 2 years, and you said, as long as you don't swear. And I said, fucking A. I never really understood that, but anyway, it didn't work, obviously. And then 10 years later, you're still the CIO of the company. Something went right with that equation. But we could talk about that all day long. We're here to celebrate you. You are one of the smartest, most dynamic, sweetest. I don't know. There's not enough adjectives to describe who you are. You're a foxhole person. You care about everyone. You led this tech team for a long, long time. Look at all the people that are here. By the way, show of hands, how many people are here that don't work here anymore? I think there's more on that. There's not raising their hands. That's okay. Because I've seen a few of you. I know you're hiding something. And then, of course, we have Bonnie 7 here. Love you too. Anyway, there's not enough words to express who you are and what you meant to this organization over the years. I am eternally grateful for you. You and I have been friends, compatriots for many, many, many years. I hope we will continue to be that as we do other things in our lives. As a matter of fact, my wife said sorry she couldn't make it today, but we will get together and have dinner with you and Charles after the new year. I did talk. I think Dan reached out to you and your team, but I talked to Dan. I wasn't feeling well, so he's not here. And I did talk to Varun, and Varun's his son has a Christmas concert tonight, and that's why he's not here. Otherwise, he would be here. But I'm just going to ask if there's anybody in the room that would like to say a couple things about Lindsay Gross. Why don't you come on up? For those of you that don't know Lindsay Gross, he's only been here for 40 years. The one, the only, the chief. What's up?
Wow. Charles Kirkpatrick, by the way, anyone that knows him, this is a true story. I used to have an office right next to each other, and he came to in my office one day and he said, guess what, on Monday we're getting email. I said, you're right next to me, we don't need email. I was wrong, he was right. Hey, I'm happy to be here. Linglong, are you there? Sunshine day. 1996 is when I first met you, because I did your first mortgage, right? 1996, almost 30 years ago. And then, like, all this time passed, and, I would hear about you, I'd bump into you maybe a few times a year. But, we would just say hello and connect and whatever, but, we went our different ways. And this wonderful opportunity came about in 2022 when you created the gear team that I'm honored to be on, and then everything changed. You taught me so much in the last 4 years. I got to know you so much better. I mean, the most important thing is you're a dear friend of mine now. And we've become closer. And I never thought at this stage of my life and my career that I would have these opportunities to just get to know people a lot better when I was always in the banking area, now back in this different arena. And you know, you got all these quotes, you know, the done, 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 which, you know, when I first heard it, it was like I got nervous for a second, like, well, of course, like we're done, but no, you gotta be done, done, done. And so that's like a good thing. And then my favorite is, you know, carry your own sunshine every day. And when you really think about that, what is more important than, you know, whatever your position, title is at this company, coming in every day and having that positive attitude to try and make a change. And that's what you've done your entire career. And to what Bill said, yeah, you're one of the smartest people I've ever met. Sometimes I don't even understand what you're talking about. But you know, it's just been an honor and a pleasure to get to work with you and to know you, and I know that it will continue on after December 31st. So just congratulations on just an amazing career. I love you. Thank you. Anyone else?
By the way, whole ass was always one of my favorites as well. Don't do half ass, do whole ass.
Yes.
And Wally.
Or even better, wipe your own ass before you try to wipe someone else's ass. That's a good one.
Okay, I've heard that one.
Clean your own house and do like that. No, too much? Hello everybody, I'm Dan Wallke. I started with Rocket a little over 23 years ago, and I've had the pleasure of working with Linglong nearly all of that time in some capacity or another. And I remember one of the first things, there was two teams we had way back in 2003 or 4, whenever it was. We had a systems engineering team in tech ops, and we had one in what was the DSET team. And someone made the decision we're going to merge these teams. And I was talking to someone, saying, yeah, I'm going to go work with Chris and Chris Gravick, he's actually here today, welcome, and Linglong, and they go, oh, you mean the evil lady? And I was like, oh shit, what am I getting myself into here? And so I went over and we started working on the DSET team, and the DSET team was known as the Octopus team, because I think I wasn't there at the genesis of this, but I was fortunate enough to be there early enough. And the Octopus team the octopus has 8 tentacles, right? And so 8, E-I-G-H-T, it means something, it stands for something on this team. And I see there's a lot of Octopus team members here today. And what was it? E, excellence, integrity, gung-ho, high availability, teamwork, right? Those are the values of the team. And when you join a team like that and you see those values and you hear the people 20 plus years later, we know what E-A-G-H-T means. That's because of Linglong. And what those words mean is what we all experienced and learned and grew together. So shout out to Octopus team members. Love to see you guys here. Second thing I want to say, I got a couple things, so bear with me. I know we're all standing, so I apologize. I have a tendency to monopolize the microphone. Yeah. Linglong just gave a master class on leadership to the A team last week or 2 weeks ago. And part of her story included a piece of what we call Project Nemo. And I don't need to tell like the thing, but a lot of us in this room experienced what Project Nemo was. And it basically, it was a crisis situation. We made a mistake, created a crisis, and we had to figure it out. This happened like on a Thursday or Friday.
So it's like every week.
Well, stuff happens all the time, but this is pretty big. We had a purge script. We meant to delete like 1,000 old things, or 9,000 old things, and we had the asterisk in the wrong place, and we deleted like 99,000 old things, which weren't old. We needed a lot of them. So a little bit of a crisis. Yeah, oops. We didn't have a backup, so we had to figure out what we're going to do. And so Saturday, everyone's coming in, and we come in on Saturday, and a lot of us know we need to be there because it's the thing that you own. But on that Saturday, I'll never forget, I come in, or I'm there, and all these people start coming in, and people keep coming and coming. And you look, the entire senior leadership team that reported to Linglong was there. Every single one. Not one person was called to come in. Everybody showed up on their own, whether they knew they could create direct impact or they just wanted to help. And they'd roll up their sleeves and figure out whatever was needed. And that speaks to the type of leadership teams that Linglong builds. That team knew whether it's success or failure, we were going to experience that outcome together as one team. And that's Linglong's leadership right there. Third thing.
Now I know how it goes.
First thing.
This will be, okay. Several years later, we're the same, similar leadership team, different iteration of it, right? Me and one of my peers weren't really seeing eye to eye. And Linglong, she saw it. And maybe some other things going on, but she saw it. And I think she asked me one time, she's like, hey, how's it going with so-and-so? I'm like, it's going fine, there's no problem. Oh yeah, how come in this situation, that situation, you guys don't ever seem to be on the same page? It's like, I don't know, we're just, different. She's like, okay, so Linglong takes a page out of her playbook. One of the subsequent leadership meetings, she's like, all right, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do leadership partners. We're all gonna partner and everyone's gonna work together, one-on-one, so you have a pair, and you guys just help each other and grow and all this stuff. And so you think, okay, great, we're gonna pick partners, whatever. No. Linglong opens her book, which I don't know if you do the book. She's like, all right, Rebecca, you're with so-and-so. Josh, you're with so-and-so. Dan, you're with this other person. And I'm like, oh, okay, and it's that person. And you start that and you think like, shit, no problem, we're gonna make this the best partnership we can make. And in the beginning, when you meet as partners, you're focused on the business, right? You're focused on whatever the thing that we're working through, we're trying to figure out. And I can't even tell you what the hell we were doing because I don't remember that. Because most of you know, when you think about what you keep in your head and what you remember, is how you feel about things, right? And very quickly, these one-on-one partnership meetings went from talking about business to talking about how we feel about business, how we feel about things, to asking each other for advice. And the next thing you know, you now have this long-lasting, trusting relationship. And so, I'll tell you right here, Christina Golbis, I'll be in the foxhole with you any day of the week. I know you're here somewhere. And so,
Shocker you guys didn't see eye to eye in the beginning.
yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. But that's the end of my stories. Linglong, thank you so much. I will forever be appreciative of what you've done for me. You've been a coach, a mentor, a leader, and a friend. And I think everyone in this room is probably going to think this. Like with you, I don't think about how all the things at Rocket and Quicken Loans and Rock, how successful we've been. You've had so many different contributions over the 29 years. But I'll always remember you as a person who focused on people, who contributed to people, who developed and grew people, cared about people. And there's hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, that really are impacted because of who you are. And so, thank you very much.
Who's next? Anybody?
I'm going to represent a little bit of a different period of time for Linglong. I've had an opportunity to work with Linglong for the past 2 years. She hopped in with the data team, which was kind of feeling a little bit lost at the time. And at the time, I got a random email, calendar invite from probably Karen at the time, who was like, hey, can you do Linglong? And I know who she was, just kidding. Her reputation preceded her. Every single person here had spoken so highly of her, and I was a little bit intimidated. And I went in and I sat down with her, and I was like, ooh, wow, she's sharp and with it and cares and wants to help with just about everything, which was amazing. And then, as all of you in this room most likely know, she ended up spending the last 2 years really supporting the data team. And a couple things that I want to highlight that I think are really important. First, what Dan had walked through about building teams. She had our first senior leader on site with all of the data leaders and did a little bit of hazing. At the time, I don't think we were fully meshed together as a team, and Linglong clocked that right away. She was like, oh, they're not together, they're not a group, they're not one team, and she made us do silly things. She made us meet with a buddy all of the time, still meet with my buddy all of the time. She made us also do like a random arm workout in the middle of the room to make sure that our blood was flowing, and that made us laugh together, which I don't think in the time that we had been together, we even laughed as a group. And then in the 2 years since, she's led me in a way that I don't think I've ever been led before. She's quick with feedback, she's direct with feedback, she genuinely is invested in and cares about you. And I've had that for 2 years, which is really small in the, I don't know, about 30 years that Linglong has been here. And so I think it's just really amazing. Like, it's been 2 years that has impacted me in a way that I can't quite explain, but to know that Rocket has had that for 30 years is absolutely unbelievable and insane, and I know everyone here feels that same way. So here's to Linglong. Start up and raise a glass.
Going once. Victor, you.
I gotta say something.
Talking about Linglong He.
Okay,
Come on, you gotta do it. It's like a fucking layup.
yeah, that was a layup. You know, and I'll keep it short, but I'm not like the one person who's not worked in technology or data. I wasn't smart enough Asian to make it. So, but either way, Linglong, really, I mean, I've never been on her team directly, right? Like if you look in SIFT, I've never reported to Linglong. And yet for my entire career, she's invested in me as a person, as a leader. She's been curious about my business. She has helped me improve as a human. And like, you look at the room, I have to imagine she's done that too. So whether it's directly or indirectly, you find this way to just get in there, and your sunshine is so bright, it just impacts everybody. So thank you very much, because you just, whether you know it or not, you show up and you lead. So thank you.
Uh-oh, Amy Bishop's walking this way. She has that look. You know that look.
Linglong, one of the first people I met when I started my journey over 27 years ago, you welcomed me to this company with your big smile, same smile you're giving me right now. You are a wonderful human, and I thank you for everything that you have done for this company, for all of us here, for all of us women here. You have been a role model, a mentor, and just a terrific friend for all those years, and we're gonna miss you, but so happy that you get to graduate from this place and start the next chapter. One of these days I'm gonna graduate, I don't know when, but I'm gonna come in, but enjoy the next chapter. You've earned it, you will be missed.
Sue Parker. Oh, wait. Bonnie 7 gets it first.
Okay, I'm gonna just add to what Amy said. Hi, I'm Bonnie 6. I'm no longer here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know, but that's okay. So one of my dearest friends, one of my sisters, is Debbie Tomlin. And Debbie was the very first remote that we had at Quicken. And she came into the office one of her first trips here. And there was only one person in the hall that stopped and said, "Hi, I'm Linglong He. Welcome to Quicken," or Rock, or whatever we were called at the time. And it is one of Debbie's favorite stories, and it is one of the many reasons that we all love and respect and count on my little sister. And we're gonna travel, so your loss, my gain.
Bonnie, thank you for being here. I like you in your own right in this organization, so thank you for being here. William?
Thank you, sir. As one of those early DSET Octopus team members, You know, when Linglong interviewed me, she wasn't sure if I could drive home. She was like, is your mom coming? I have a license in
Wait.
Oh, that's right, we didn't really have an HR team back then, so we couldn't complain anymore.
No, definitely not. And as a matter of fact, it was, yeah, it was in those first couple of weeks where I had to sit with you and explain the difference between being a ship and the ship. Because they're very different. But we worked through it, and it was good. Linglong, affectionately, mom, right? Mother, someone who takes care of you. You know, along the way, gosh, as one of the proud Linglong alumni, I just want to say thank you for what you've done for us and everyone in this room. It is amazing. When I mentioned that this was going on, my wife was like, get out of here, like, you gotta go. No questions asked. I landed, I hit the ground 45 minutes ago, got right here. Nashville. Oh. Yeah, as a matter of fact, in 2014, I didn't want to join Quicken Loans in the first place. It had almost like 800 people at the time. I was like, no way, that's way too big a company for me. That's not how I operate. You talked me into it, I did. But again, I like small companies. I was trying to leave in 2014. She first grabbed me by the ear and was like, you gotta go talk to Farmer. Talk about this Rocket Loans thing, right? So we got that kicked off. It was amazing. You've done so much for me, so much for my family, more importantly, so much for the character that you've taught me. So thank you so much for everything. Just appreciate you. Thank you, Mom.
Anyone else? T-Win.
Well, how could I not? There are so many funny stories I could tell. But I really am going to kind of jump on what everyone was saying about the level of care. As someone who, a lot like yourself, sees something in someone that they might not see in themselves and pushes you, and sometimes it's with a really hard back shove, but pushes you into that level of discomfort that you know you're gonna grow. And I knew when I joined technology, completely outside of my comfort zone, that
Michael, I sweat at you.
yeah, he did swear. He did swear at you. I knew that I was part of creating a really special team and really special group that, as you were taking the CIO role and you were expanding what you were doing and how much you leaned on us, and I knew it was special in the meeting where, I don't know if I said it or Rebecca said it, but someone said something about not blowing smoke up someone's ass. And the next thing I know, Rebecca's on a whiteboard drawing that out of exactly what the visual is of blowing smoke up someone's ass. It was, it absolutely was. And that just never stopped, that absolute care, that just wanting the best for everybody around you and lifting everyone around you up, even down to caring about our health. In one meeting that we had, Linglong was very concerned that we aren't focused on our own health as we're leading this growing technology team. And you're asking about exercise and what do we do? And this was years before well-being was a thing to think about. And Rebecca was out that day, and Linglong had us all go around the table about what we were going to do to focus on health and commit to how much weight we were going to lose. And so I texted Rebecca and I said, I put you in for 25. Heads up. But Linglong, it has been an amazing ride. Would not have been the same without you. Appreciate you so much.
many people that got away with that.
20, you're in for 25. Seriously? Holy shit. I thought I was bad. You? Sure. Mr. Polidori.
Thank you, William Crandall Emerson. I think I'll speak for myself, but on top of a lot of alumnus that are here, is in the coaching world, people talk a lot about the coaching tree and where coaches go that are assistant coaches, different coaches under one coach. And I hope you realize that there's a lot of individuals in this room who took what you taught us. And although we may not be helping Rocket anymore today, we're helping other organizations and other people grow and do better and see what's inside of them. And a lot of that is because of you, and Bill's part of that as well, but today's about you. So I think that's just something like I see Simpson and Rajiv, I see Colbus, Parker, myself. I don't leave anybody out, but there's a lot of people that learn. Jim Bennett, just saw Jim Bennett for the first time. There's a lot of folks here that you taught a lot to, and we're spreading that sunshine. No, it's okay. I'm not talking. Go ahead. So, this is my whole career with her right here. I talk, she wears me. It's fucking perfect. It's all right now. You want to? Okay, let's tell real stories now.
Classic Linglong. Anybody else, or should we hand it to Mom? Oh, come on up. Well, Joy, you have to come and say something. I mean, you have the real dirt.
I have a lot of pictures, a spread show, if someone could pull that up, that would be good. A lot of dirty secrets. I hope you guys got a drink, because I'm going to be here a while. No, Linglong, we go way back. But I think the memory that stands out the most to me is the day that Linglong took over as CIO. It was a whirlwind. There was a quick change, a quick meeting, and then boom, Linglong, right? So it's kind of blur. I went from okay, I don't report to you, I report to you, and now what's gonna happen, right? There's just this kind of chaos. And Linglong and I go into a room, and I'm just kind of standing there with the blank look on my face, and she says, well, give me a hug. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Congrats, I think, I'm not sure. From that day on, Linglong gave her a whole heart. She was many phone calls at 2 a.m, getting ready prepared for the next day. She was sleeping on the floor in conference rooms, and I was blocking the door so she could catch a 15-minute nap. True story. Just sit in front of the door for 15 minutes so no one comes in. Okay, sure. We've had meetings in saunas so that you could work on the pain in your neck. We have...
About me like that.
Yeah, anyway. This woman has given her heart, her soul, everything for this company and for everyone who is standing here in this room. And we thank you very much. So, to you, in this next chapter, it's time to give to Charles. Charles, she's your problem with this The man behind the woman. Now it's your turn to get the 2 a.m. phone calls. Actually, she'll probably just wake you up. Which, that was a great story. I don't know whose story that was. Yeah, someone called in the middle of the night with a problem, IT problem, and said, we need to get a hold of Charles. Oh my God. She goes, well, hold on a minute. She woke him up and handed the phone over to him with Bill Parker, and he goes, oh my God. I called Linglong, and Charles was there in the middle of the night. He came in with hot tea. He was ready, right? Yeah. Missed the boat on that one. Anyway, thank you for all that you have done for this company, for the people that you have worked with, and for all of the impact that you have made. carry your sunshine, and we're so proud of you. Thank you for everything.
So wait, the boyfriend wants to say something.
I'm the good choice, okay? So, in fact, I met Linglong 1984. I think next year, Lindsay, Gary, and Dan formed this company, right? So, 84, we both signed university in China. We said, oh, this nice, young, beautiful lady, and we got know each other since then. I came to US 86, and then we get married 90. So I think she joined me the following year, 91. I think we have been missing quite some time. I'll tell some story not work related, okay? Just something way back. So she came to join me we're in Minneapolis. She came with all bundled up with a lot of layers, the coat. When she walked out of the airplane sweating. At that time, I think we still can meet at the gate. So, wow, this sweating, beautiful lady. She said the log is overweight, so she has to wear everything to get more stuff to US. And since we were earlier time, we were trying to make a life there. Just she really can have great problem solving skill, just by way, and then working very hard. She worked at the hotel, just help put the Canadian there. Also, the restaurant, to waiters, and also artists for cashier. Still remember, she tried to make it accurate, right? Every day, the manager says that you have to make it to the penny if you're right. You get a half price of the hamburger next day. So she really persisted, really want to get it right, because there's % off of the hamburger. Okay. So really, she working really hard, really persistent on what she want to achieve, she want to do. Remember, at that time, both of us immigrants, we don't know much English still. So when I take her from airport to Minneapolis, she said, whoa, Minneapolis left? That means it's already gone. Wow. So that's kind of English we understand at that time. It's okay. But she pick up, she learning the language very fast and really make a friend and get into the culture. After I graduated from UW, I came to Detroit and got a job in the Ford. So she kind of come to join at Detroit, found a job in Rock Financial. That's 86 when we got to Detroit area. So she really amazed by the company. It's a small company, everybody's so energetic, so treat you so nice. You're working hard, they respect you, and really just like a family. So, wow, that good. So I'm gonna jump. So 99, I joined this company as well. That's how we have been here for nearly 30 years. For me, it's about 26 years, so we're here. But a lot of people doesn't know we're married. Just like a story. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're still like a good partner and to be chatting to each other and then try to, to get our best. But obviously, she made a huge impact to everybody, especially to me, to my family. I also want to say this company is really the place make great people to be great. And I think the environment, thank you, Linglong, to get me into this company. I was planning just a couple of years and then another thing, but now, so she introduced me to this company. Yeah. Now it's a big day, so she's a graduate. I'm very, very happy. See a lot of good friends. I really feel proud of you to be really getting back to each people who are around you. Thank you.
Are you taking her in January?
We're going to send you. Well, the first. Okay, only the first one.
The floor is yours, young lady.
Hey, give me a hug. Also very talented.
Okay, now you can tell they're married.
So I did try to squeeze my butt cheek. And then Joyce here, she told me, also, I said, actually, we just squeeze my butt cheek. And just by standing here with all of you, I feel incredible, full in my heart. Some of you even travel from far away just to be here. And some people I see like 15 years haven't seen, Jim Bennett, you know, just, you know, Reggie, 13 years. I mean, so many people are just incredible. Vance I saw there too. I mean, people that I saw, Krim standing here. Being here 30 years, people, some are asking, are you going to retire, you're going to graduate, all talking what you have done, what's your title. It's not about those. It's not about what I did, what's my title. I don't even remember how many titles I had, but it's by people. It's by all the people. And Charles was standing here, we're standing with him. You can see Charles, he's so down to earth. And a funny guy, you know, he's funny. I always feel like, I feel he sacrificed for me because he is so smart. He had his PhD. Since I took a CIO, well, he cannot working for the same lady for 24 hours, so he had to go to different places. But I just want to say he's my uncle, my partner, always supporting me for my whole life with my three wonderful kids. I cannot thank him enough. Without him, it's not possible. And for people all here, now Bill standing here, I keep saying he's my big brother. Charles said, don't call big brother. Big brother is, people don't call big brother. I was okay, I feel he's big brother. But I just want to say, I mean, so many people, Carrie said, don't mention name, because you're going to miss some names. Then people are going to feel bad. You know, I please do not feel bad, but I look at the body here, look at the Annie there. I mean, I look at all of you here. You know, I mean, look at all of you here. I mean, Josh. I mean, you guys are all my family. You got my Joseph. Look at Joseph, making me so happy. I don't know why. Because he's big. He's, you know, he's touching his muscle, all the muscle. I feel like it's from my very, very beginning, from Octo's time. I know some of you refer me as mom when you guys talk about me. I think the joke is starting one time, I think Bill talking to somebody else. They mentioned something need a mom approve. For some reason, they sent a text to me. I got annoyed. I was like, are you kidding me? You guys working and need your mom approve? That means it's me. Then, yeah, Chris gets break there too. I'm just a pet. I mean, I just want to say, life is short and long, depending on how you handle, how you treat them. I think by walking out this building one day, of course, actually, it's so funny, Dan already booked and say, hey, you're going to give your personal email, I'm going to address you so you can come here lunch with me because after access we cut it, okay? I'll be back in the journey and have lunch with him. But it is really not, it's all by people, right? People, how make you feel. That's how you make me feel today. You guys are just so wonderful. And you teach me so much. Like Charles said, I don't really know much English. I think with the family today, I need to share this with you. I know some of you heard the story. You're gonna laugh. I want to make you laugh, but it's a true story. First week, come to the US, Minneapolis. He actually headed to the cash line. Then the young man, he looks nice. I want to practice my English. I tell him. I look at him. I have a big smile. I say, sex. I try to say thanks. Okay. Both him and Charles was suddenly gonna look at me like crazy. I have zero clue what I did. Charles just said, of course, he speak back to me in Chinese. So quick, let's put stuff in there. Okay, we did that. We went in the car. So I'm gonna laugh. So laugh at this. Then I'm in the car asking Charles, what happened? I tried to just say thank you to him. Of course, I'm speaking in Chinese. He said, no, we just talking about sex. Okay. So even today, like who Lindsay just mentioned that, she said he doesn't understand what I'm talking about. Up to this day, people don't know how, sometimes don't understand what I'm talking about. But which is okay. I know Bill tried to translate my, one time in Zhejiang, he translated me, 5 people tried to translate my language. I just stop it. Linglong stay in the room. Let Linglong explain what I'm trying to say. That's who I am. But anyway, I want to say thank you so much. And we have a food, have everything. You mean so entire world to me. I mean, you supported me, helped me, teach me, challenged me, believe me, trust me, and with all of you here, I mean, you are my family. I know, I apologize if I did something, I know I did something. Somebody just mentioned that to me, say, hey, all the both bad and good days. Because especially remember those bad days. Because Steve, I remember I call you Joy. And I call the Patties, I call people name. Sometimes because too many people, I call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the senior leadership meeting. I have to use their names. So I feel so rude, so bad. I apologize for everything, but from my heart, I love you all. I love you from my bottom of my heart. Love you, all of you. And I want to tell you one thing. My cell phone number now to change. My email address is linglong2102010@gmail.com. For all of you, if anything need help, 3 o'clock is okay. I know I made you 3 o'clock of the meeting all the time. Steve, you remember when technology conference? Technology conference, 1 year we did decide we did technology conference. Josh, you remember? We have a 2 a.m. conference, my senior leaders meeting. Do you see how I'm very slave driver? I apologize. I mean, people started bringing one. A couple of people said, Linglong, you're so nice. I was, yeah, you haven't seen my not nice side. My other side, you probably see, yeah. Heather was laughing at that side. People know me. I have a lot of side. But all the side together is me. It's not perfect. But I'm just a real person. I'm the Linglong. I'm your sister. I'm your neighbor. I'm your friend. I'm your double quote mom. If you call me mom, mom is me. Is the name. I mean, I treasure it. I feel so good. And I'm not keeping you long. Enjoy, mingle. A lot of people you come here, say that you come here see me. Absolutely. Also, you want to come here see each other. I know that too. So give us some time to see each other, and we can do this more. I'm so happy. I have a bittersweet. Now I'm bitter gone. I don't bitter anymore. I feel sweet. If I don't retire, we don't see each other like this, right? So good. So we should, we're so happy. Anyway, love you all. Love you all.
All right. Go out to the bar. Enjoy. Have fun. Good to see you all. Thanks for coming.